Welcome to this information series on interior design in Houston, Texas, brought to you by interiordesigners-houston.com. In this episode, we cover the question, what are the most common mistakes people make when hiring an interior designer? 1. Not setting proper expectation as to the involvement they expect to have on the project. Some designers invite the client to be involved in the project. Others insist on taking control of everything themselves. You need to make sure that you set proper expectations with regard to what you think your role should be, and pick a designer who is compatible with your wishes. Number 2, not establishing a budget for your project up front. If you don't have an overall target established up front, then the designer won't know if he or she is off target. Establish a budget and manage to it. You can adjust the budget over time, but at least you will have an initial budget as a benchmark. Number 3, not considering all of the different costs associated with the project. Design projects have all kinds of ancillary costs in addition to the interior designer's fee. This includes purchases, subcontractors, license fees, and a whole lot of other things. You need to consider all of these when establishing a budget for your project. Number 4, not allowing for a contingency to use in the event of something unforeseen happening. It's not uncommon at all for something unforeseen to happen during a design project, and these issues generally take extra money to resolve. You should have a reserve of money to address these contingencies. If you don't, then there's a high probability that you will bust your budget. Number 5, not giving the designer a clear enough idea of your likes and dislikes. No one expects you to speak the designer's language, but you should try to communicate your likes and dislikes by compiling examples from magazines and catalogs. A designer cannot read your mind. Number 6, not establishing a clear written agreement at the start of a project. Most unresolved disputes are a function of not having a clear agreement up front, and clear in this case means something written down. Number 7, not keeping adequate records as the project progresses. True, this is an administrative chore that isn't a lot of fun, but adequate records go a long way in establishing your position in the case of a dispute. The investment of time and effort is well worth it. Number 8, finally, not checking references carefully enough. Interior designers can often be very charming, but in the end, you don't have to live with the designer, you have to live with the design. The only way you can tell up front whether you're going to be happy at the conclusion of the project is by checking with others who have used the designer's services. Nothing can substitute for checking references carefully. We hope you found this video informative. For more information about interior design and hiring a professional designer in the city of Houston, Texas, go to www.interiordesigners-houston.com.